Hello, intuitive friends, and welcome back to the channel. For those of you who are joining me live, welcome. For those of you who are watching this after the live stream, feel free to subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell and all notification alerts to the channel so that you can participate in the live readings. Well, today we're going to do something a little different. First and foremost, let me make sure you guys can hear me. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. All right, wonderful. Wonderful. All right, so today I'm doing my first super chat only live, where I'll be focusing on August energy. Okay, so what's coming in your love life. Okay, basically what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on your past, present, and near future love life. Okay, please know that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. I am not doing free readings, so if you are interested in this topic, then go ahead and purchase a super chat. Okay, the higher your super chat, obviously the more information I'm going to give you. Basic, obviously, if it's $5 or less, then it's going to be a quick 5-minute reading. If you are doing more than that, then of course I'll add a couple minutes here and there, extending it more. For example, you give $9.99, I'll definitely give you a 10-minute reading. Okay, so there we go, so you guys can get a kind of like an overview of how this is going to go. By the way, this is my first super chat live, so I'm not an expert on this yet in regards to how this works, but I can tell you that I've been doing live readings for quite some time. So for those of you who are my current subscribers, welcome back. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Alexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, my credentials, scheduling a private reading, or if you're interested in joining my membership tier, which, by the way, I made sure it was nice and diverse there for all of you who may be interested, then take a look at the join button. Okay. Tonight, it's not going to be a free reading. Sorry, guys, but I'm going to be focusing on those of you who are interested in doing super chats. Okay, so this is a super chat live. Please note that the live, of course, is for entertainment purposes only. The legal disclaimer is as follows. Readings are for entertainment purposes only. Please remember that readings should never replace professional licensed medical, financial, therapeutic, legal advice, or professional licensed medical, financial, therapeutic, legal help. My readings are for entertainment use only and are not replacements for getting professional medical, financial, therapeutic, legal advice. Please know that before we start the super chat, feel free to reread the legal disclaimer, and I will call you in the order that you've appeared in the super chat list. If you're not present on the super chat when your name is called, you will be skipped and placed at the end of the list. And then you're going to have a second chance, of course, coming back. Hopefully you'll stay because obviously you're paying for this. So chances are you guys won't slip away. Okay, Monica, welcome, Monica. Thank you so much for our first super chat. By the way, Monica, you are the first super chat on the live here because this is my first one. Hi, Alexa, can you check for me, please? Okay, check. All right, well, give me 1 second. So just reminding you here that tarot serves as a guidance, not fixed predictions. Your free will and choices ultimately shape your journey. What you choose to do with the insight given for entertainment purposes only is always your power, your responsibility, and your free will. And up we have Monica. Hello, Monica. Yes, we're going to take a look, my love. Let's take a look at your past, past or recent past, current energy, and near future here, okay? Let's take a look here at your past or recent past here. Very interesting. I'm being shown to use also another deck. Hold on 1 second, because, when my guides start talking, and start showing. Actually, how about this one over here? Let's see. Let's do this one. All right. Thank you so much. All right. I just sent you a heart there so you know that we're starting. All right. So let's see, Monica, your past or recent past. Let's see what's coming through here. Past or recent past for Monica. Past or recent past here. Oh, hello, Irene. Irene, welcome, my dear. All right, let me do the timer here. Let's take a look here. Monica, you are up first. Irene, you are second. Okay, welcome, welcome. Let's take a look here. Monica, past or recent past here in regards to your love life. Now, this deck right here has messages on both ends. Okay, Monica? Oh, I forgot. I shouldn't have started the timer there. I start the timer after I take out the... All right, Monica, past or recent past. What's coming through for you? In the past... Oh, interesting. You see that? That card right there wanted to pop out. So that's actually the card that's coming out. Chaotic clarity. In the past or recent past here, Monica, this is showing up. Don't worry, Monica. I'm going to give you 2 more minutes added to your 5 because when I was shuffling, I don't know why I did that, but whatever. Chaotic clarity. It says, amidst confusion, intense crisis, seek the light of understanding and resolve. In the past or recent past, it seems here, Monica, that there was a lot going on. A lot in your mind. I feel that there was a lot having to do with like arguments, discussions. I'm getting this like tumultuous type of energy here, okay, in regards to chaotic clarity. There's a lot. Well, I'm going to actually hold it up like this, right side up, so you see it. So it's this person that's walking into this whirlwind of, this whirlwind, okay? Energy, very chaotic here. This is talking about maybe here in the past or recent past, you may have gained some clarity, okay, after either this breakup, separation, divorce, or after a very big tower moment here in your past or recent past. So whatever this was, it wasn't comfortable. There was some sense of confusion here. There was an intensity building up, whether it was argument, anger management. There was something here about you wanting to understand or get clarity in whatever this was, okay? Let's take a look here at more information in the past or recent past, okay? But it's coming across as like there was like a lot of confusion here. You see chaotic clarity. And it's coming across as very intense. No, it's open, Ace. Go, it's open. Into a lot happening in your mind. Look at that, death. The death card in tarot, Knight of Wands. Yeah, listen, I don't know if this was a breakup, separation, or divorce, but it surely feels like it because I'm going to tell you another clarity that came through here is the death card in tarot. So there was an ending. Remember I talked about that tower moment? Yeah, so you have here the death card. Okay, the death card is the end of a cycle. So something may have been out of your control. Something may have taken a natural course. Yes, the natural course may have been chaotic, but there was a reason behind it, okay? It's coming across here, Monica, that this breakup, separation, or divorce allowed you to free yourself, okay? Knight of Wands energy is riding solo, is moving forward, being inspired to take a different approach, a different a different path, or move in a different direction, okay? The death card is ruled by Scorpio, so I do feel that there was a lot of emotions here. Scorpio is a water sign, so there was a lot of emotions here, Monica. But you know what? Somehow you found a way to move past the situation, circumstance, or event, okay? Let's take a look at your present time. Present time here, your current energy here in your love life right now at this moment in time. Current energy here in your love life. Current energy in your love life. Monica, I'm sorry, Irene, you're up after Monica. Okay, my love? All right, you have here Treasure Island. Right now at this moment in time, you're really focusing on, it's funny because we are in Mercury retrograde right now. And so this tortoise or the sea turtle is looking at my past or recent, it's looking at the left, which is the past or recent past. So right now you could be thinking about whatever this was in the past or recent past and trying to gain either a new outlook. You're trying to figure something out. Maybe you're kind of like, okay, reviewing what that was, analyzing what that was all about. But what you're focusing on here is how to move to the next level. Okay. The Treasure Island here is about dreams. It's about dreams coming into fruition. Could be here you praying, wishing, thinking, yearning, desiring for a better connection. But there's something here about you really looking back at the past and saying to yourself, you know what? I don't want whatever that was. I want something better. I want something more loving. Okay, a lot of hearts here. I want something that is deep in emotions. So that is why this tortoise is in the water and the majority of its body is in the water. So you want something with depth. You want something with compatibility. You want something stable because this is all about pentacles here. And you want something that is compatible and has longevity. Okay. So that is what you're focusing on right now at this moment in time. There could be someone here from the past or recent past that may have popped up in your mind, or a really good experience, okay? A really good experience. Like, for example, what do I mean a good dating experience? Maybe there was something really wonderful and happy once upon a time that happens in your love life. And you're like, you know what? I wish I can get someone with the qualities of fill in the blank, whoever that person may have been, who really showed you the quality and the values that you were looking for. But maybe, of course, things may have gone their separate ways, but there's something here about you reminiscing about that. Let's take a look here at your current energy. And you have here 10 of Swords. Look, exactly what I just said. Validation, confirmation. Number one, what are you doing right now? You're letting go of the past or recent past. There may have been some kind of betrayal or a traumatic experience here in your past or recent past. Right now, at this moment in time, you're letting go of that. You're continuing to heal from that. Right now, we are in Mercury retrograde, which means here, Monica, that right now at this moment in time, again, you're reviewing, you're recalibrating, you are doing a little bit of soul searching, you're releasing, you're letting go of the painful memories. Okay, you're pretty much, this is dead, done, and over with, and you're just kind of clearing out those memories. What you want to do right now at this moment in time, well, exactly what I was telling you at the top of the reading. You're looking for that compatibility, really looking for someone who has depth and emotions. Remember I said that at the top of the reading? Boom, here we go. Why? Because the Chariot is ruled by Cancer, water. Okay. Again, as I said, you're looking for that emotional depth. Okay. You're looking for a compatible partnership. You're looking for someone who's really focusing body, mind, and heart on the same goals as you are. Validation, confirmation, and what came up a little while ago. Okay. That being said, let's take a look at the near future here. Okay. Near future energy here for you, Monica. You definitely want more. You want more than what you had here. And you definitely want, it's not just the only want, but there's this sense of like you really manifesting, praying, wishing, hoping, desiring for compatibility. You want that depth, you want that longevity, you want that compatibility. Let's see what's coming up for you. Okay, near future energy here. Near future energy. Now we're looking for August. Okay, so I'm kind of looking at energetically within the next month, which is August. Okay, of course, time is, not linear. It could, shift and change here, but that's what my focus is. Okay, your near future being in August. Let's see what's coming through for you for August in your love life. All right. August in your love life, we have chop wood and we have new life. Yes, you're getting rid of the remnants. Okay. Now remember, we still are in Mercury in retrograde, even in August. Now, in August, on August 11th, the retrograde should end. However, there's always a shadow period. So we can kind of, in a way, say that maybe even towards the end of August, we still feel that Mercury retrograde, which is fine. Okay. Again, you're cleaning, you're spring cleaning your mind, you're spring cleaning your auric field, you're spring cleaning your heart here. And guess what? I feel here, even though I said August, I feel it's more like September, October, around there. Okay. But it could also happen before. But you're going to have this sense of awakening. Why? Well, we're going to be out of Mercury in retrograde. Okay. So if we look at this in the order of near future, remember that I said August. So this would be August, this would be September. So again, give and take there. New life is talking about you having this brand new energy. You're waking up from this tumultuous situation, circumstance, and an event from the past or recent past, and you finally residually letting go of this situation, circumstance, or event. You're going to be you're going to be you're going to be more focused and ready later than you are now. I know right now you're like, oh, listen, I'm ready now. Or maybe you may say, listen, I'm doing the work. Right now, you're not as ready as you may think. Okay. So I'm going to be honest with you because of this Mercury retrograde. Okay. Remember, Uranus is also in Gemini, and Gemini is ruled by Mercury. Remember, Mercury is not just about Gemini, it's also about Virgo. Virgo is also ruled by Mercury. So there could be a little bit of that shift here happening if you happen to have any of those two astrological signs. But it's coming across as there's this new energy coming in for you in the near future. Okay. All right, let's take a look at what else is coming through here in the near future. Near future energy here, what's coming through for you. Near future energy. I want to give you, actually, I had these cards over here, but it didn't. Okay. I'm going to give you advice also at the end, and then you're going to be up next. Okay, Irene? I went a little over the 5 minutes, but no worries. Here we go. Look at that. The Queen of Pentacles energy. And, everything's coming out. Interesting. Look, the Ace of Cups, the Nine of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. Okay, there could be here in this near future energy. Okay, this is what's coming through. You're going to feel a little bit more solid, more secure, and more stable. Okay, you do have here the Queen of Pentacles energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Remember that I just said Virgo is ruled by Mercury also. So right now you may think you're, or you may seem like, okay, you may say to yourself, okay, I'm ready, but you're going to be more ready later. Okay. So again, you have here the Queen of Pentacles, which is interesting. I'm getting fall or autumn. Listen, I don't know where you live, but fall or autumn here would be like September, October, November. So there could be something coming up for you around those 3 months. You do have here the Nine of Wands. So no matter what may have happened in the past or recent past, or whatever issues you may have had, or these patterns in love, it's as if you are persevering. You're moving past those obstacles, boundaries, and situations here that may have been very painful in the past or recent past. Ace of Cups, you're going to be ready in the near future for a brand new beginning. Okay. Ace of Cups is the gift of the hand of the creator or the universe. Here, this is all about brand new beginnings. So you may have a new feelings towards someone. Someone may be having new feelings or romantic feelings towards you. This could be a renewal. Okay. Maybe something that didn't happen before because it wasn't the right time, or you maybe weren't in the right mental space, or vice versa. This may be you or the other person. But Ace of Cups is a brand new beginning that's coming. And not only did it come out once here, Monica, but it came up twice here in the near future, one with new life and the other one for Ace of Cups. I do feel here that you should be working with your heart chakra, making sure that you are clearing, okay, that energy, heart chakra frequency. You guys, I talk a lot about that here on my channel. Listen to those chakra solfege or hertz, work on that, clear it so that you are open to receiving whatever the universe may be bringing in your direction in regards to love. Okay. That being said, Monica, I hope these messages have been insightful. Thank you so much, Monica, for your beautiful super chat. I look forward to seeing you soon. And don't forget, we also have memberships. Take a look at the memberships, okay? There's a lot there to choose from. Tier 2 and Tier 3 are really good. So take a look at that because that's going to give you more access to deeper readings there that are going to be exclusive for members. That being said, thank you so much and hope to see you soon. It says, that looks amazing. Thank you for this reading. You're very welcome. And thank you for your beautiful super chat. Up next, we have Irene. Hello, Irene. Welcome, my dear. While I put these cards away from Monica's reading, hello. Yes, this is hello, Stephanie. Yes, Stefania. Yeah, this is going to be just a super chat, but yes, you're more than welcome to watch and see how this is going to run here. Yes, no worries. While I put this away, for those of you that are watching, welcome. I do want to mention that our channel has the features now open of super chat and super stickers. What I want to do is I want to tap into each of the feature individually. Okay. Today I'm only focusing on the super chat. So this is a super chat reading. So if you are wanting to do a super chat, then you're going to get a reading. Okay, is that simple? The more your super chat has, the more I'm going to go in depth. Okay, that is easy as that. No complications here. I'm only going to do the first 5 people, and Monica being one, Irene being the second, and then the third being Estefania. Okay, so far I have 3 people that have joined for the super chat. But thank you all so much. You can continue watching, and if you feel tempted to jump in, feel free. Okay, Estefania, I just saw that. Thank you so much for your super chat, my dear. Up next, we have Irene. Irene, you are up next. Please remember, intuitive friends, that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. Let's take a look here. Irene, come on down. This message is for you, my dear. Let's take a look here at your past. Oh, Irene is like, I'm ready. All right, let's see. Your past, your recent past. What's coming through here in regards to your love life from your past or recent past? Okay. All right. Past or recent past for Irene, and we have here devotion blooms, nurture both blooms and thorns with tenderness. Okay, it seems like in the past or recent past there may have been a connection that was very near and dear to your heart. Yes, it may have been complicated. Yes, it may have hurt, but there was something here that still remains, whether it's the memory of that connection or whether it was that there was just a lot of love, okay, in your heart. Okay, whether this connection may have ended in a breakup, separation, or divorce, the devotion blooms is someone who was really either head over heels, very much emotionally connected to a connection or to a person in their past or recent past. Okay. The thorns with tenderness. It was a difficult time. I'm getting like a lot of crying here, a lot of emotions coming through with this card. So there may have been here, like I said, a situation where you may have given a lot of time and focus, energy towards it because you really wanted to make it work. But in the end, it may have been something like it may not have been the best. Okay. As you know, roses, okay, roses have thorns. They're beautiful, but it's not easy, right? So there's something here about that energy in regards to this connection in the past or recent past. I do feel that you may have been the person more devoted, more kind of giving more, either emotionally in the connection or in some way, shape, or form here. But I'm getting that energy here with devotion blooms. During this Mercury in retrograde, you may be kind of thinking about this connection, or there may be resurfacing of emotions here, very much connected to that connection in the past or recent past. or you just taking a mental inventory or an emotional inventory of connections that you may have had, and then you may feel a little bit of tender, I'm getting like there's a special place in your heart here for someone who may have been very much connected to this connection, friendship, or relationship in the past or recent past. So there's this tenderness that is coming through here with this card. In the past or recent past, you have the World card and the Six of Swords. You may have given multiple chances or multiple opportunities to this person in the past or recent past. The World card here, closing one chapter, opening another, but it could have been a little bit of a rubber band effect, okay? There were times that were really, really good. There were times that were really, really tough. So I'm getting this kind of back and forth type of energy. With the World card, though, remember that the World card is ruled by Saturn, and Saturn is known as the toughest teacher, right? So there could be here important lessons that, although you may not see that, you didn't see that at the time. Ace, what are you doing here? Easy. Maybe in the past or recent past, you didn't see it as a learning like learning something from this breakup, separation, or divorce, but you may have with time figured something out. You may have realized that there was an important lesson here to be learned. Okay. The World card tells me here that whenever this was done and over with, you decided to, either you decided or the other person decided, but there was a closing here of a chapter and an opening of a new one. Six of Swords is talking about you leaving behind either this connection, the memories, the situation, circumstance, event, or a person, okay, or a partnership here in the past or recent past, okay? You're really looking for a brand new beginning here for yourself. The World card could also be indicating something about travel. So it could have been someone here in the past or recent past. Maybe this was a long distance relationship where someone may have physically moved out of an apartment, out of a house, or out of a city, town, country, state, okay? Let's take a look, because you have movement twice here, the Six of Swords and the World card. So there you go, something at a distance. All right, let's take a look. By the way, intuitive friends, I only have 2 more spots for the Super Chat Live. I only have 2 more spots available. So if you are interested, jump on now. After Irene, we have Estefania. All right, so let's take a look here, Irene. What's coming through? Current energy here for Irene. What is Irene's current energy? Current energy here coming through for Irene. Current energy. Okay, when that happens is okay. If they want me to shuffle a little bit more, current energy here. Irene's love life, current energy. And we have here, all that glitters isn't gold. Round and round. You're thinking a lot about something. You're thinking a lot about something. And again, listen, Mercury is in retrograde. So this is normal right about now. Okay. Mercury influences, as you know, it influences communication. It influences the mind, the clarity. It influences travel and knowledge. And forms of communication. Okay. So there could be something here that you are thinking about a lot about. There could be someone or something that may seem interesting. So whether this is a person, whether this is an environment, whether it's a connection, whether it's a friendship, all that glitters, of course, is in gold, and that may be your frame of mind right now. You may say, okay, there's certain possibilities that I see, but I don't know. I'm not too sure about, this person, or, is it something that's going to last? Are they being this way just for now? Okay. And that makes sense because, as I said, with this Mercury in retrograde, right now is not a good time to start anything. But it is a fantastic time to start thinking about or going back to things and lessons that you need to remember to think about, making sure that you don't repeat them once Mercury goes direct after August 11th. However, there's always that shadow period. So all that glitters, I feel it's coming across as right now at this moment in time, you're assessing, you're observing, you're watching, okay? There are things that are rolling in your mind over and over again. Makes sense because of this Mercury retrograde. But you're taking it easy. You're analyzing, focusing on either something, someone, or it could be here only because one of these masks are pointing to the past or recent past. This is a time where usually there's a higher tendency of connections and friendships from the past or recent past to resurface during Mercury retrograde. So there could be someone here that may be either going to text you the next couple of days, or or something like that, like soon, or someone may have already texted you already. Okay, so there could have been something like this. And it's also here you thinking, could be just you thinking. Okay, so if you are a Gemini or a Virgo, Mercury is in retrograde. And guess what? Uranus is in Gemini. Six of Pentacles. What did I just say? Look, there could be someone coming in. I'm telling you right now, Irene, this is coming. The same thing that I picked up before I touched that deck is the same thing that's coming out. What did I say? I said there could be someone from the past. There could be someone here. There could be someone who did not give equally, or the sense of like someone who was like, oh, where Ace? Where are you? I'm so sorry, Ace. Six of Pentacles, you're really looking for someone to be able to give get what you give. And it's not that you're being tit for tat. It's just that your time is valuable. Your efforts are solid and secure, and you're looking for the same thing. Here with the Six of Pentacles, this is saying, again, you want an equal exchange, okay? You want someone who is able to be as solid, secure, stable, and have this focused on, something that is worth the effort. Seven of Wands here in this deck, though, okay? Usually the Seven of Wands is you being, standing in your power. But in this Seven of Wands is more like someone kind of feeling a bit overwhelmed. So there could be either many thoughts, there could be different people here from the past or recent past, or there could be something here in regards to the approach. There could be someone approaching you or multiple people. But again, I feel like you're kind of like, let me see what happens. Okay. Let me see, because you don't want to end up in a situation, circumstance, or event like you may have here in the past or recent past, where you were totally devoted for in a situation that may not have given you the same in return. So you don't want to recreate that. Right now, at this moment in time, during this Mercury retrograde, this is a great time, again, to just observe, to see, to really look at your values, to look at your list, to look at what it is that you would like to attract, reconsider, reshape, fine tune, whatever that list may be, so that once Mercury goes direct, you're more open to finding that clarity and that, again, that equal give and take within a connection, and you don't feel too overwhelmed. Okay. All right. In the near future, let's see what's coming through for you. Okay. Near future. Let's see. What did you write? You said Mercury retrograde has hit me hard. I'm Virgo sun and oh wow. You know what is so funny, because my Mercury is in Gemini, so it's also hitting me hard. And also Gemini is in my Venus. So again, another heavy hitter for me. I think someone will text me. Yeah, I feel that too. I feel that there could be something here. But here's the thing. Is that person that may text you, are they going to be consistent? And that's what you're going to be looking at. You're going to be looking at if anybody reaches out to you from the past or recent past, that is what you're going to be looking at. How consistent is this person after Mercury goes back and direct? Okay, goes direct. Because it could be just someone who's like, yeah, again, because of that Mercury retrograde, thinking back about how wonderful and amazing you are, and just may want a temporary type of energy. And then all of a sudden they feel like, oh my God, this is not what I was looking for, So again, just giving you that heads up. Let's take a look. Oh my gosh, I just remembered here that I didn't that I didn't do the advice. Monica, if you are here, let me know because I forgot to pull out an advice for you. I said I was going to do it and then I forgot. All right, so let's see what's coming through. Near future here for Irene or Irene. Near future here for you. And you have truth be told and breathe, okay? All right, so near future energy. Again with the mask. It's as if you're going to be able. Okay, so Monica, stay here because I forgot to give you advice. I want to give you advice as soon as I finish with Irene. I need to give you advice. And then Stephanie, I'm going to go with you. Okay, my love? So Irene, again with the mask. I feel by the time this Mercury goes direct, you're going to gain some clarity here about either a person, a situation, an environment very much connected to your love life. Something is going to get revealed. This could also mean, and again, I didn't say this before, but it's coming through now. There could be someone who may be very much interested in you. Okay. There could be someone who's a secret admirer, someone who likes you or you like someone in secret. All right. But here, with truth be told, something is going to reveal itself. You're going to learn something. You're going to find out something. You know, there's going to be some sense of revelation. Someone's mask may fall. Remember, like I said, it's not the same thing if someone pops up now versus once Mercury goes direct because they can flip flop. Okay. So this is not a good time to start anything, but especially there is a tendency for people coming back and resurfacing. So again, there's something here about you really figuring out, not only figuring out someone's transparency, but you also being able to be very clear about what your expectations and values are in matters of the heart. So if there is someone here approaching or in the near future, whether this be August or September or something like that, this is talking about you being very upfront, okay? And that you being upfront is breathe. How are you going to know what to say and how to frame it and how to deliver it with a sense of being tactful, diplomatic, but also being firm by you grounding your energy? As you ground your energy here in the near future, you're going to know exactly what to say and how to approach it. Okay. I feel that there is going to be a sense of you being direct. Okay. But your intuition is going to guide you through this process of opening yourself up. And you know what? Whomever is not ready to embrace the reality and the truth of what it is that you're looking for, oh well, too bad for them. As long as you are clear, that's what matters. Okay. So your clarity is gonna determine here how this love life may look in the near future. Okay. Because that's how this is coming across. Now let's see what's coming through. Yeah, I agree with you, Irene. It says, I'm getting a sense it could be two different people here. Yeah, it could be because there are two masks. There could be here very well. 100%. There could be two different people here having the same tactic. Why? Because Mercury is in retrograde. So it's a how can I explain? It affects many people in the same way. It's just expressed differently with different people, if that makes sense. Okay. So it's one of those kind of collective energies, and how people may move through that collective energy may be different. But yeah, very well, it could be two people. Okay. Near future energy. So this is just telling you to keep an eye on that. Look at that. You have here Ace of Swords and the Chariot. What did I say? Validation, confirmation yet again. I said to you, the more that you're able to ground your energy in the near future through meditation, through just kind of listening to your inner oracle, finding that quiet moment, your intuition is going to guide you here on what exactly you need to say, the delivery, the format of how you can keep people away This is you creating healthy boundaries, you keeping people away, letting them know what your standards are, and letting them know, listen, this is me. You're interested in me. This is what these are my expectations. If you can't do that, all right, listen, I'm not interested. Okay. So there's this very direct way, but I'm also getting very diplomatic. You have the Ace of Swords, again, clarity. So in the near future, and I feel that this clarity is going to come in after Mercury goes direct. Because right now, there's a lot of kind of thinking about something, right? There's kind of like looking at things, thinking, going through the important lessons, taking a look at those blockages, you're working on that energy. But as soon as Mercury goes direct, and I mean, by September. Okay, so like August is still, it could be in a shadow period, but I feel here that by September, there's going to be an aha moment here for you. Okay, there's going to be an aha moment here for you, and you're just going to be able to move forward and know exactly what it is and or who this may be or what situations you're going to move forward in and what situations you're not. Let me give you your advice, and Monica, hang on in there because I have the advice that I owe you here from your initial reading. All right, so Irene, let's take a look here what's coming through. There could be two people for sure because of those two masks. Okay, and this could be you. Remember that I talked about you feeling overwhelmed? So if it is two people, right now at this moment in time, you're going to feel a little bit like, wow, freaking all these people are coming out of the woodworks. Ta-da, because of that Mercury retrograde. So you may feel a little bit overwhelmed, but again, I feel that you're kind of just focusing, observing and assessing what they, how they come across and what they show and things like that, right? Your advice here for you is the following. And you have here, stay focused. That makes sense here, especially with the Ace of Swords in the near future. So in the near future, you got to stay focused. It says here, it's time for solitude. I mean, listen, it cannot be more precise than what came through a little earlier. I said that to you. I said that in the near future, you got to start now, though. You got to start now. You got to really make that time for that meditation and really connect with yourself, because it's talking about you being in solitude right now. That's why this energy is coming across as you, sorry, it wasn't that one. I think I already shuffled it. Especially here with this one here with the masks. You're just watching. You're just watching. Okay, you're going to be watching, you're going to be looking. It says here, be careful. I said it's time for solitude and individual working. Again, validation, confirmation. It says, be careful if there are interference with your process. Occasionally, ideas and solutions come to your mind when alone and totally in your plan. Remember that interference that we just talked about? It could be someone from the past or recent past, or some people from the past or recent past. It may create some type of interference right now at this moment in time. But this is talking about also the advice is that, right, that there is a need for you to connect with your inner oracle in order for you to know and to navigate, kind of figure out which direction you're going to go when the time comes, because there's something about you really opening your heart. Okay, there's something here about you really opening your heart and saying what you got to say to someone. It could be to one person because there's one mask here, or maybe a couple of people, a few people here that may come up in the near future, but you're going to be very honest. There's a sense of honesty, and there's a sense of you being so direct. And I said this before I even touched this deck. I feel that you're going to be super direct, and you're going to do it with compassion. I mean, you're going to be nice, but you're going to be firm, is how this is coming across, especially here with this Chariot. You're moving forward, but remember, the Chariot also ruled by Cancer. So again, it's like you're going to be direct and you're going to be focused. Okay. That being said, thank you so much, Irene. I hope that these messages have been insightful. They've gone really deep here in regards to what's coming up and what's happening here. I hope that this made sense to you. As always, keep me in the loop. When we come back to a reading, let me know how this may have resonated for you. You said one person ghosted me, the other one doesn't know that I know. reading was superb. Oh, thank you so much, Irene. Thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and your support, and of course, your amazing super chat. That being said, Estefania, you're going to be next, but give me 2 seconds here so that I can give Monica her advice. But while I put these cards away, those of you that are watching, welcome. This is my first super chat live where I am posing a topic and you can join by giving a super chat. Of course, the bigger the super chat, the more information you're going to get. And I would advise you, if you really like my lives, okay, I'm just going to straight up being honest here. If you really like my lives, join the membership, okay, because I made sure that there were affordable tiers. Tier number 1 is just the Oracle of Thanks. So for those of you that just want to say thank you, there's now a tier for you to be like, okay, listen, I come often, I do get free readings, I just want to say thank you, this is what I can do right now. So I have that tier for you. That's tier number 1, Oracle of Thanks. Tier number 2 is the Oracle of Light. In that tier, you guys get to choose. I'm going to do polls there. You get to choose what topics I'm going to get into. It's going to be 5-minute reading, but sometimes I go a little bit over. And we're going to do that either weekly or bi-weekly. It all depends how many people we got going on there. Okay. But here's the thing. If you want something more, like you want to ask a specific question once a month, you get an all access. You ask, I answer, and those are going to be 10-minute readings. And that's going to be in tier number 3, which is the Oracle of Revelation. Okay. So again, there will be times that I will come and do these readings here for super chats. But if you're looking for something a little bit more forward with it and kind of something more consistent, then feel free to take a look at the membership tiers. Okay. All right, Monica, let's jump to you and then we're going to go to Estefania. Okay. So Monica, let me see. Monica Valverde. Thank you again, Irene. Don't forget to share my YouTube channel with like-minded souls. Okay, my love. Thank you so much. All right. Monica, what is the advice for Monica's love life? I forgot your reading right about now, Monica, but let's see. You know what your reading was, so let's see what advice we have here for you. Potential advice here for Monica. Okay, Monica here, advice says declutter your space, whether it's living or working space or your mind. Okay, this could also be talking about your mind or your heart. So declutter your space, your mental space, your emotional space, your physical space, your energetic space. Okay, Monica, it says it needs cleaning. It needs cleaning up to welcome more refreshing and pure air. Your mind will gain more clarity and peace, okay? Especially now during this Mercury in retrograde. You could also not only declutter, but I'm also seeing here clairvoyantly, Monica, that you may need to move some things around in your home, okay? In order for like that feng shui energy, in order for energy to move through your living space. Okay. So not only declutter, organize, throw things out that no longer serve you. This is a great time to do it because of that Mercury in retrograde. So whatever doesn't work, whatever is broken, whatever just does no longer makes sense to hang on to, let it go. So declutter that. Great time, like I said, because of that Mercury in retrograde. But also here, move some things around. Once everything is clean and decluttered, then make certain changes here with like furniture or little things here and there in order to move that energy. Okay. So Estefania, you are up next. I see that you have another question here, Monica, and you wrote here, if it's okay, can I also get another super chat? Yes, you may. I love to have clarity regarding my ex specifically. I want to know if he was sincere with what he said. And if I accused him wrongly. Okay, we can do that too. Feel free to do that super chat. In the meantime, Estefania, you're up next, my dear. Estefania, welcome back. Let's take a look, Estefania, at your past or recent past, okay? What's coming through here in regards to your past or recent past, okay? All right, Estefania, let's see what's coming through your past or recent past. Love life. Past or recent past love life for Estefania. Now, this deck that I am shuffling has messages on both ends, which is the reason why you see me flip over half of the deck. Okay, because there's messages on both ends. And the message that is focusing on your past or recent past is a message I'll be showing in my direction, okay? So let's take a look at Stefania's past. Ooh, look at this. 2 cards just popped out of the deck. Love it. Number 1, finding forever. Your path holds infinite possibilities if you dare. Wow. This is your past or recent past, and you have resilient roots. Endure the storm. I'm going to show you the cards here in a minute, but I just want to read it first. It says resilient roots. Endure the storms. Protect your core. Grow stronger with each challenge. Wow. There may have been a situation, circumstance, or event in the past or recent past that you decided to either walk away from or decided to move in a different path. Okay. It could be your perspective on something. It could have been a past connection. All right. So finding forever, you're really looking for someone or a relationship. I don't know if you're in a relationship now. You can just add there if you're single or if you're in a relationship. But finding forever, it's like you in the past or recent past, you were searching for that compatibility. You were searching for that forever. And you may have had like a false twin flame or a false soulmate type of energy here in the past or recent past, because this finding forever is giving me this energy here of you really kind of like either coming into contact with someone that you thought it was like this was a real thing. It may not have been. But you're searching. There's this longing for that, and it's a longing that's been in your energy field for quite some time. You wrote, true, I have a connection, but it's not official. Yeah. So there is, again, that's what it's showing. It's like I'm really looking for that forever type of energy. Okay. So in the past or recent past, there may have been some type of awareness. Now, resilient roots, it says, endure the storms, protect your core, and grow stronger with each challenge. So in the past or recent past, there may have been things or challenges, blockages, or situations, circumstances, or events that may have come up either in this connection or in your love life in general. And how this is coming across is that although those challenges may have come up, all those obstacles may have come up, there's a part of you that still believes in love. You still believe that it is possible to have that forever type of connection with someone, even if there are moments where there's a little bit of an up and down. Okay. So it's coming across here as you are kind of like what we call a ride or die type of energy. In other words, if you are in a connection or you were in a connection in the past or recent past, it's as if you stuck in there. It's like, listen, I know we're going to have good times. I know we're going to have bad times. And I am resilient. I persevere. We can persevere as a couple or as a partnership or as friends as well. So that is the energy from the past or recent past. Let's get more clarity here in regards to that. All right. Let's see what else is coming through for you. And you have here, look at that, 7 of Cups. You have the wish. You have this fantasy in the past or recent past. It's as if even when you were younger, like when you were a child, maybe you dreamed of a wedding. Maybe you dreamed of having like the perfect family, the perfect wedding, the perfect partner. There's this fantasy, okay, in your mind or in your heart. There's like this romantic storyline, this fairy tale type of energy that you have been always looking for in a connection. With the 7 of Cups, this is telling me here that there's this sense of what if I meet this person, and what if, and imagine, like there's a lot here having to do with that, okay, with that type of imagination and that type of focus here with the Seven of Cups. So there's this sense of illusion. Wow, look at that Tower moment. Something here crumbled, something in the past or recent past. Now this could have been a past connection. Okay, thank you so much, Monica. Thank you so much. I'm gonna close the reading with you, Monica. Okay, so I'm doing your reading right after, but I just want you to know that yeah. So I've closed the session. For those of you who didn't make it this time, you can make it next time. Okay, we're gonna go very deep, Monica, with that question. So you're gonna have to give me some time. But Estefania, look again, fairy tale type of energy here. Tower moment. You may have had a huge breakup, separation, or divorce in the past or recent past. Something that maybe you didn't even see that coming. Because with the Seven of Cups, it's like there could have been that energy of like, wow, I think this is going to last. Maybe something crumbled. Okay, whether it was the connection or whether it was something else here. But something was like, an unexpected revelation. It could have been also. So it doesn't have to be a breakup, separation, or divorce, or very well it could be a breakup, separation, or divorce, but it could also be here, Estefania, that you made some type of realization about this forever type of energy, about this ride or die type of idea and feelings here, about a connection that you felt very close to. Okay, so very beautiful in regards to how resilient you are, and how you still believe in love even when it doesn't work. Okay, Stephania, that's how it's looking here. Even when there may have been breakup, separations in the past, you still believe in love. Okay, you love in a way. All right, let's take a look here at your current energy. Okay, Stefania, current energy in your love life. Your current energy in your love life. Yeah, look at that. Wow. Talk about validation confirmation. You just wrote exactly what I said. You said, I had a long term connection, and it suddenly, I got into an accident. He left suddenly. That had a big impact. Yeah, that's exactly what it's coming across. And it's interesting because the tower sometimes is unexpected accidents too, like accidents, fire, car accidents, home accidents, mostly home accidents or something that's in that nature. But yeah, I mean, thank you. Validation confirmation here. Yeah, you still believe in love because you're resilient. Yeah. Wow. Thank you for that validation confirmation, and thank you for writing it after I channel the messages. As I always tell all of you, just do that after. You want to give me validation confirmation, I welcome it, but do it after I give your, like after I kind of like say what I got to say. Because you know how some people think like, oh yeah, that's fake. She just said that because she wrote it in the, the other person wrote it in the text. And of course, all of you who are part of my channel, you know that that's not how I work here, okay? All right, let's take a look at your current energy in your love life, okay? Estefania, your current energy in your love life. Let's see what's going on right now at this moment in time during this Mercury in retrograde, okay? And you have here the winds of change into the sea. You're very much going through something right now. You're thinking about things. Things are shifting, things are changing, but it's coming across as in your mind. So you can have a lot of thoughts happening here. You can have a lot of like thoughts. There's things coming into your mind. Maybe you're thinking, things are resurfacing. Hello, Daniela. I've closed it for today, but I will open, and remember, this is only for super chats, okay? So next time, okay, Daniela, just make sure you turn on your notification bell, my dear, okay? Thank you so much, Daniela. All right, so yeah, so this change of the wind is coming across as that there's something here that you don't see coming, or that you feel like, I don't know what that may be about, but it could be a reoccurring storyline, a reoccurring lesson from the past or recent past. It could be something that may have happened before and it's happening again, and you're kind of just trying to figure out what to make of this shift, either in your perspective or a shift that you may be noticing right now, maybe in your mind, maybe the way you're thinking about something, maybe your perspective on something. But that's how this change in the wind is coming across. And right now, at this moment in time, you're very open to allowing yourself to move and go with the flow of what may come up here in regards to your love life. Okay. So there's this sense of you allowing yourself to go with the flow. You're observing something right now. And it makes sense because of that Mercury in retrograde. So there's this energy here of you really allowing yourself to, again, gain clarity, something here with the mind, maybe even communication, because air is not only just clarity of the mind, but it's also about communication. So clearing something up here and watching how this moves, okay, whether it's a connection, a partnership, or just your love life in general. All right, let's see what else is coming through for you here, Estefania. Current energy. Current energy is coming across here. 3 of Pentacles and the Magician. Listen, right? Ooh, okay. All right, so I was only going to take 1, but 2 came out. That's fine. You have the 3 of Pentacles, the Magician, and the King of Swords. 3 of Pentacles. Right now, at this moment in time, you're really focused on team effort and team, working collaboratively with someone, whether it's someone that you're in a connection with or someone you would like to have a connection with. But it's all about the team effort and team spirit. All right. So if there is no collaboration, you're going to feel out of sorts. You're going to feel like, I don't know if I want this, because I really want someone who backs me up and someone that I'm able to back up. So there's that even type of energy, especially when that may not have been the case in your past or recent past, when you had your tower moment. Okay. The person in the past or recent past didn't do that for you. So this is why currently your focus is making sure that in whatever connection you get into, you are very focused on that type of equal give and take. Okay. And that type of teamwork, because the 3 of Pentacles, like I said, is about joint forces, is about, working together for the highest good of whatever it is that you find valuable. And in this sector is your love life. So you want someone who's able to give and contribute to that. Right now, at this moment in time, like I said, look, Mercury, the Magician card is here. Right now, you're thinking about something, okay? Your mind is changing about something. And I'm going to say this, Estefania, just your emotions may change along with it. It may not change right now, but I do feel at some point your emotion is going to change about whatever it is that you are noticing. Whatever shift is happening, you may pivot, or you may start looking at things in your love life with this current energy in a very rational approach, meaning you're going to put your emotions aside and you're really going to start being practical, logical, or analytical. And that's because you don't want what happened in the past or recent past to happen now in your current either connection or your current love life. So there is that part of you where if you are noticing something now and your mind change and your mindset is changing right now, your emotions may follow suit with that energy, because you are working towards, or you would like, or again, joint forces and collaboration and teamwork is super important. The Magician card in Tarot is talking about you using the resources, both your intuitive resources and your practical resources, okay, as above, so below. You're a very intuitive person. So, of course, that being very important here. So you using your higher self as well as the 3D realm. And here with the Magician card, this is also telling me not only you're going to use those 2 resources, but you're also going to make sure that there's communication involved. It's like you're going to talk about whatever this is. This energy right here, you're going to be like, I don't know. We gotta have a chat about that. And the reason is because you don't want this to happen like it happened in the past or recent past. So you may be noticing something. Now, Estefania, this is your current energy. You may be very much in your head right now. Now, this is good in a way because the King of Swords is all about that emotion, that intellectual intelligence, that rational, logical thinking. Okay, you putting your emotions aside, like I said, that could be the case here with To the Sea. You're placing your emotions aside in order for you to really look at something for what it is, not for what you want and not the fantasy. You're not looking for fantasy. You want to look reality. You want to be practical, like in the Three of Pentacles, practical energy. So there's something here that you're noticing, and there's something that you're going to be really focusing on, but more in the sense of, making sure that your emotions are in check, making sure that you've detached your emotions from it. You're looking at it from a logical standpoint. Okay, there's a sense of you being, whatever decision that you make, or however you're going to move in something here in your current life, in your current love life, you're going to move it based on your intelligent, balanced decisions. Okay, that's how this is coming across. Let's take a look at the near future. And then, of course, Monica, I haven't forgotten about you, my dear, so no worries. I'll be doing your next reading. Okay, Monica? All right, let's take a look here. Near future energy here for Estefania. Near future energy here for Estefania. Near future energy in Stefania's love life. Okay, we have here the yin energy. Wow, exactly what I just said. Listen, I'm going to tell you something. Your intuition is going to guide you into the near future about what this situation is right now at this moment in time. Whatever it is that your mind is changing, your mindset is changing, maybe your emotions may start changing. You're going to be noticing here, are we both on the same page in your current connection or in your current energy? If you're meeting someone or if you are in a connection right now, you're like, are we both working for the same goal? Because if you're not working towards the same goal, okay, that's if the actions are not being placed on the same goals, you're going to start kind of looking at it like, okay, hold on a second. I don't want to waste my time. And I definitely don't want my emotions to be played with. So you're going to be very much right now at this moment in time, you're very much in this Knight of Swords. And guess what's going to happen here? By the way, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards looking in the near future. And if that's the case, look at that. They're looking towards what? The near future. And the near future is all about your intuition. Okay, it's all about your yin energy and your higher self. So this is telling me here, your intuition is going to take a very big, it's going to be a very important part on how you're going to continue to move in a connection that you may have right now or in your love life in general. The yin energy is all about allowing things to come to you. Okay, allowing things to come to you, just like, okay, so I'm getting here the picture of like the egg, right? The female egg, right? Women ovulate once a month, right? So there's this sense of understanding your divine feminine power, your divine feminine core and groundedness. And you don't chase, you attract, just like the egg attracts the divine masculine. Okay, now this is not about gender, it's about energy, polar energy, right? So the yin energy sits and waits in their divine feminine energy, and the divine masculine needs to show, hey, listen, they're in pursuit. I'm in pursuit of you. And it seems here in the near future that you are going to know your place and ground yourself in your sense of femininity. Because you're like, I'm not going to chase you. If we're not on the same page, I'm not going to chase you. If we're not on the same values here for long-term teamwork, then I'm not going to chase you. So here, this is saying, listen, I'm all in it for working together. But if you are showing me something here that is not adding up, I don't want to end up in the connection like I was in the past or recent past, where I was super devoted into a connection that didn't come into fruition. So again, in the near future, you're going to take your divine feminine energy and you're going to stand in your power, and you are going to allow your intuition to guide clarity on the situation. Okay. I feel here that you may make certain kind of like very important points now with this King of Swords, because the King of Swords is super direct. The King of Swords is saying, listen, I've been noticing this, and this, and I feel that this either is at stake, and if it is, then this is what you need to do about it, and then you giving the opportunity and then giving it time and seeing how it flows. But the conversation needs to be had. That's the reason why you have the Magician card here. Okay, in the current energy, you need to have the talk, because now it's about, you can have that talk now because Mercury is in retrograde. So this is a connection that's been around for quite some time, and it's time to start, making moves. This would be the great time for you to start talking about that, so that you can see how this person is going to take what you're going to share with them and how they are going to move, because they got to show you, right? So that's how this is coming across here. Near future, you have yin energy and higher power. Again, your intuition is going to guide you, and you're not going to let your emotions take over. It's like you're going to be very straight. I told you, it's going to be very bold, very straight up. You're going to be like, hey, listen, this is what and it is what it is. The chips are going to fall where they may, kind of in a way. All right, near future here. Let's see what's coming through. And of course, I have near future, Four of Pentacles. There may be a part of you that may want to still hang on, even if you don't see what you want to see. So you got to be careful here. Okay. There's something here about something being very valuable, but again, take assessment over it. Okay. Are the values the same? Is there a team type of effort? If not, there's going to be here a kind of taking a look at something, reassessing something, reanalyzing something. Okay, near future energy here. Something's going to be very important to you, but let's see how this is coming across. Yeah, there's a sun and the moon. Okay, listen carefully. So there could be something of doubts here in the near future that may give you some type of clarity. There could be some anxiety and worry. Your intuition may be speaking to you, but you're going to be more in a higher vibrational energy. You're going to allow things to be shown to you. So you're not going to be worrying so much about, oh, does this, is that, and the other. You're going to be like, okay, listen, I do have my self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs that may peak, every once in a while, especially during the full moon. But intuitively, I know that I need to find my center in order for me to be able to open up to what the universe has in store for me. So again, the Four of Pentacles, I'm not going to hold on to something so much that I'm going to continue in the state of anxiety or worry. I am going to allow myself to be open to the opportunities if this is what is being shown in your direction. Last but not least, let's take a look at your advice. And then Monica, you're going to be up next. All right, let's take a look here. Advice here for Estefania in regards to her love life. You have here, identify the blockage. There you go. Validation, confirmation. You need to identify what it is that is changing your mindset. What is it that you saw? What is it that was said? What is it that you hear? What is it that you observe? What is it that your intuition is telling you? Because there's a change in the wind happening right now. And of course, you're going to be extra vigilant about it because we're in Mercury in retrograde. So there's something here about you saying, I don't know. what to think here about this. And this is telling you, you need to identify what this is about. Okay. Once you identify it, okay, and you understand what your values are and what you are looking for and what compatibility and what you want to see with actions, because Pentacles energy is about practicality. It's about what can I see? What can I touch? It's not a delusion of anything. It's the reality. What am I seeing that I can see, touch, and feel that is giving me evidence of something? And then you're going to have that conversation and you're going to be very straight up about what it is that you're identifying, what you're seeing, and then you're going to see where the chips fall. I'm telling you, that's the energy you're in right now. Identify the blockage. You need to talk about the elephant in the room. Now is the time to readdress, talk about, have some type of, we need to have a talk about something that you are noticing. It says somewhere within your mindset, there is a blockage of energies that prevents you from reaching your goals. This could be in your love life. And I'm going to tell you what it is right now. It's going to be the Four of Pentacles, because I just said that to you a little while ago. There could be something here that you're holding on to so tightly that you may be afraid. The Moon card, you may be afraid to leave behind. So you got to identify also your fear of what it is that you're holding on to, that you may be a little bit apprehensive on having this conversation, because it may show you something that you may not be emotionally ready to see right now, because there's a lot of deep, valuable emotions here. It says, search for it as soon as you could. Okay, so again, somewhere within your mindset, there is a blockage of energies that prevents you from reaching your goals. Search for it, meaning search for whatever the elephant is in the room, or whatever this blockage may be, whether it's external or internal blockage, and search for it as soon as you can. Okay, so it's talking about, it's very, very important. If you want something to move in your love life, there's this energy here talking about something needs to be discussed. That being said, I hope this message is has been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to be subscribed. Thank you so much, Estefania, for your super chat. I really appreciate it. And I hope that this has been insightful for you. Up next, we have Monica. And Monica, I'm gonna actually reread your question, and then I may need to take out different decks. But in the meantime, for those of you who may have missed the super chat live, no worries, I will be coming back to do some more. There's still 5-minute readings, but if you donate a little bit extra in the chat, of course you're going to get more time, so no worries about that. All right, and it's still going to be the question that I posed. However, if you do have a question, then that's going to be a bigger super chat. Okay, so no worries about that. All right, so up next, very good reading, by the way. Thank you so much. Oh, you're very welcome. You wrote, Stefania. Let me see what you wrote here. You wrote, yeah, big mind shift in mindset. Exactly. Your intuition first and logic. Yes, they're both important. Yeah. I don't chase. I'm a giver by nature, but I don't want to carry. Yes, exactly. That's what came out in the reading. 100%. Yeah, exactly. I'm working on that blockage now. My fear is that I will go all in and be there for the other. And when I need the other, yeah. Yep, that's exactly what came through. Talk about validation confirmation. Yep, that's exactly what came through. So thank you for sharing your validation confirmation. Thank you so much, Stephanie, for your super chat. All right, up next we have Monica. All right, Monica, I need to read your question again, because I might have to take out a different deck or decks. Let's see. Monica, was my ex sincere with what he said? Okay, so was my ex sincere? That's a yes, no question, my dear. But let's see how we can go around and say, I accused him of attempting to. Okay. All right, so this is how I'm going to do this, Monica. I'm going to try to see more clarity surrounding that situation. Let's do that. And then let's see what gets uncovered. Okay? Let's see what gets exposed here. All right, that sounds good? So thank you so much, Monica, for your $10 super chat. And let's jump in to the reading. All right, let's see here. Monica Valverde's ex. Show me here anything surrounding that situation that Monica needs clarity on. And let's see what's coming through. All right, so we're going to start with this one. All right, let's see. Monica Valverde's question here in regards to the ex. Let's gain some clarity here about the situation. Monica's, okay. Actually, I need to flip because this deck has messages on both ends. Let's see what's coming through here, Monica. Give me clarity on this past situation here with Monica Valverde's ex. They have here taming anger. Don't roar in arguments. Respect can heal wounds. Okay. It seems like there were a lot of arguments here. We're going to uncover what this may be about. Okay. And temporary relief. Okay. That's going to be important because I feel this has a lot to do with this question that you asked. Number one, I'm going to give you step-by-step about what's coming through. All right. So number one, there were a lot of arguments here with this ex. Okay. Either there was a lot of arguments or there were heated arguments that, you know, were very emotional. There were emotionally charged arguments. Okay. Screaming, yelling, you know, disagreeing, crying. There could have been a lot there going on. Okay. Now, this couple here is arguing. They're going back and forth. There's a lot of visceral emotions here, raw, you know, unfiltered. I do feel that there were things that were said that were, you know, discussed. There could have been here a very, very deep revelation or, you know, of course, accusation here as well. Okay, there could have been something here that was discussed. There was an elephant in the room that needed to gain some type of clarity. I feel that there was a reason here for this anger situation because there may have been some truth in what was either discussed, said, and someone here may have felt triggered by it. Okay, so there could have been a trigger type of energy here. Okay, let me write closed session again here just in case. I do feel that there was this trigger moment here. Now, here's the thing that I'm also getting here. Here is like, this is like a play-by-play type of energy because here the couple is arguing and here the woman is left alone, what looks like the same restaurant, which is interesting. It looks like it's the same place, but this person is left alone here with their thoughts. And this says temporary relief. Distractions are quick fix for deeper issues. I do feel that whatever this conversation was, whatever this argument was, okay? By the way, I'm going to put 10 minutes here. whatever this conversation was, whatever disagreement this was, the other person left and may have connected here with either something or someone in order to distract them from the truth of the matter or from the situation, circumstance, or event that was going on. This person could have gone to another person, to another environment. They may have resorted to some type of coping mechanism, whether that coping mechanism was cheating, sleeping with an ex, whether that was drinking, whether that was drugs, whether that was whatever this person's coping mechanism may have been. Okay, because this person needed some type of temporary relief or a distraction from whatever was being discussed here. Okay, this is how this is coming across. Okay, let's go a little deeper here with what this may have been about here and how this may show itself here. Okay, I'm grabbing a whole different deck here and let's see. Give me more clarity here about this X. Give me more clarity here about this X. Monica Valverde's X. They have, yep. They were lying about something. Triumph of lies. This person was lying about something, and this disagreement here may have been you discovering either that they were lying or you feeling like they were lying. Because this is exact, what did I say? Your ex, triumph of lies. So I feel that whatever it is that you were feeling, whatever your intuition was telling you, Monica, you were right. Now, it may have created a big argument. It may have created a very difficult scenario, but that's because I feel, like I said before I even picked up this deck, I said, I feel that you may have said some things, or you may have noticed some things, or you may have brought up some things that were very true. Because if they weren't true, it wouldn't trigger someone. If something isn't true, then it's not going to bother. It may bother a little bit, but it's not going to be this energy where this person is a raging bull inside of a China shop or a China shop. Okay, you're not going to get like that. But I feel that this ex may have been not sharing something, not revealing something, hiding something, lying about something. Lack of transparency here. And I feel that you were very sure about what you were feeling. And like I said, this person may have run in another direction in order to create some type of temporary relief or temporary fix. Okay? There was something here that they were using as a distraction, whether it was they were using you as a distraction or they were using someone else as a distraction or something else as a distraction. But whatever it is, whatever you may have asked, their response wasn't as transparent and wasn't as honest as they should have been. Okay? Hopefully this is giving you more clarity here. Let's go a little deeper. Let's get more in regards to what else is coming through here in regards to this past situation, circumstance, or event. Hopefully this is making sense, Monica. Let me know how this is sounding to you. But this is, I'm seeing the whole storyline here. You know what I mean? You may have noticed something. You may have addressed something. And, that may have been the case here. All right, Monica, let's see what else is coming through. Give me more clarity here about this X and this past situation for Monica Valverde. There you go. Your intuition was right. higher power. Exactly what I said. Validation confirmation. Your intuition was right in whatever it was that you were having that argument or having that sense of doubt in. This is now the third deck saying the same thing. Your intuition was the one that was saying something isn't right here. Your intuition, see where it says why? Your intuition was like, something isn't right. Why am I feeling this way? Why is this person acting this way? Why is there this? Why this? Your intuition was questioning, but at the same time, your intuition was giving you the answers as well. There was a little bit of a tug of war between your intuition, and you may have seen some things. Your guides may have been trying to communicate to you. There may have been some sign symbol synchronicities about what this was, and you may not have paid attention to it because you may have thought, am I imagining this? Is it in my head? Is this true? Could this be? And there you go. Not only do you have serendipity here, again, sign symbol synchronicities from the universe, but you also have here why, which by the way is number 31 here. 3 + 1 is equal to 4. And you have higher power here, Monica, with the number 4. So you were solid. This is giving you a solid type of, remember 4 is about stability. So you were right about what you were feeling, sensing, experiencing. You knew, not maybe in logical, tangible energy, but in intuition here, that something wasn't right. And there may have been signs that may have been bought by your guides so that you can see, hey, something isn't right here. Something's going on. And it may have sparked this energy within you where like, why am I noticing? Could this, again, the why, and your higher power giving you the, yep, this is exactly what it is, what's going on, even if it's difficult for you to have, wrap your brain around it. So I feel here that the answer, now that we've dug a little deeper here in regards to whatever the situation, circumstance, or event was about, you were right in what you were feeling. Okay. There may have been some sign symbol synchronicities here. There may have been some type of either tangible evidence or intuition. And yeah, there you go. I feel that you were on point with whatever this was about. Last but not least, let's see what else is coming through here. And then we're going to close the reading here, Monica, but I hope that this has given you some type of clarity. Actually, before I do that, let me see something here. Let me just go a little deeper with this Triumph of Lies here, because I'm being called to find more information here. Remember, the Triumph of Lies is him, right? Because I asked to see his energy here in regards to the situation. Let's see what's coming through. Ascending, yeah. He may have been moving on in another direction here. He may have been moving on. Yep, and it may have been with someone in the past because he has camera. There was something here from the past, his past or recent past, that was creating an obstacle. Camera is about the past. And ascending is about transcending obstacles here. So yeah, this obstacle was very much connected to something or someone or an environment of the past or recent past. Not only that, but both of these cards are looking in regards to his energy. Both of these cards are looking into the past or recent past. So this is very much the lies that he was saying was connected to a situation, circumstance, or an event from the past or recent past. So you were on point with that. Last but not least, let's take a look at this last deck. And thank you so much, Monica. I hope this has given you some sense of clarity. I hope this has given you some sense of, wow, the timer just 333. Yeah, there you go. I didn't even realize that. There you go. And you have 4-4 here, by the way. 4-4. Like I said, sign symbol synchronicities. Okay. Your guides were giving you sign symbol synchronicities about the situation. So there's nothing that you need to feel guilty about. There's nothing that you need to feel bad about at all, because there's something here that you were right in what you were feeling. Okay. Okay, 5 of Pentacles. You feel like there was a very big loss. There was a lot of weight on your shoulders that you're trying to let go of, and you're really looking at what you can hold on to in regards to your love life coming down in the near future. Okay, 4 of Pentacles is looking at what? Yeah, the Queen of Cups. You're looking at the future of your love life here after this experience was all said and done. Monica, thank you so much for your beautiful chat. I hope that these messages have given you clarity here. Please note that we are done with the super chat, and if you have more questions, I will definitely come back at another time and open up the super chat for you. But I hope for the lives, but I hope that everything that you were asking in that one question that you posed has given you some sense of clarity here in the near future. Okay. So again, in the near future, I feel that there's a sense of you kind of really looking at this experience. Again, there was a lot of loss here. Okay. You felt like something was, something valuable was lost. 10 of Wands, you're letting go of the burden. You're letting go of all that situation, circumstance, event, that residual energy. You're really focusing on really standing in your power. 4 of Pentacles. You're really looking at what valuable, lessons that you learned here, but also looking at the next step here with the Queen of Cups, because there's a level of maturity and a level of emotional intelligence that this situation, circumstance, or event has made you realize. So you still believe in love. It's just, of course, it's hurtful that things may have gone the way they may have gone in the past or recent past. Okay. That being said, Monica, thank you so much. Don't forget, I will definitely come back and do more super chat lives, and hopefully you will come back with another question. That being said, I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your loyalty, and your support. And thank you for supporting the channel by using the super chats. Listen, take a look at the membership. There's lots there to choose from, and I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.